I guess, on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, We're here, and this is session number 302 of the Morning Journal. I'm your host, G. Thanks for taking a few moments to hang out with me. We're about 30 minutes into the show, over a little bit more over in the VIP on Spoon. So if you want to hear what we did before I started talking to you here, you can find the links to that in the description. Catch the whole experience, however long it might be. I used to say the whole 2-hour experience, but it's not always 2 hours. But it's always longer than it is here. So if you like what happens here while you're here, come check us out. You can find those links down there. So we started the question, we always have prompts here. We started the question, what have you received? Just it's a way of acknowledging, okay, I've been given some gifts. I've been given some things. And I think that a lot of times, sometimes when we are offered gifts, we feel like the gift implies having a gift requires that you receive it, or being offered a gift requires that you receive it, but it doesn't. Gifts are voluntary on both ends. The person is choosing to give it to you, and you also have a choice whether or not to receive it. But sometimes we get that. Sometimes when someone is offering something, we feel obliged to receive it, even if it's maybe not what we really want or what we really need. So Peace is Power has joined us. Thank you for joining. Receive from what though? Yeah. Well, we are in receipt of gifts from all over. Babe is like, why am I having such a difficult time answering this? I know. I think it can be an overwhelming idea to think about all the things that you have and where you got them from, right? So let's take a look and see what you are in receipt of. So Emo Kid says, I've received inner peace. Got some inner peace. That's good. I know you shared a lot of things that you struggle with, and having a sense of peace is a beautiful gift when you're in the middle of a struggle. Jehovah Thickness says, I've received a wonderful gift of beating my supervisor in a game of Fall Guys. I now have the weekend off. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Yeah, so I guess you received the weekend off. Well, I guess you kind of earned it, but however it's set up that you got them to engage you in this competition with those stakes. Good for you. What you gonna do with this time off? You probably need to go somewhere and sit down. Your ankle swole. Baby's like, I can't think of a good answer. Well, maybe you'll see some of the ones that people share and realize that you also have managed to, been in line for some of these gifts. So Tim says, I have received attention, love, food. Not only do I give myself these things, but the people around me provide for me as well. So I've gotten these gifts for myself, to me, from me. To me, from me. Sancy Star has joined us. What's happening? It's good to see you, fam. Oh, got him. I guess I missed him. All right, here we go. Mama J. So Mama J says, received the gift of being alive another day through suicide mental, been in the hospital 2 weeks. So you had a mental health crisis and you're glad to be alive. Surviving a crisis. Life itself, being alive another day is a gift when you have been through a crisis. Annabelle Michelle says, what I have received is the inspiration to continue going forward with life, my passion, and writing. I have received inspiration. That's definitely a precious gift. Inspiration is a precious gift that we can all use. It's sort of an antidote to a lot of different things that make life difficult. I mean, inspiration really just means to inspire is to breathe in. I mean, inspiration is life itself. Inspire, you take air in, take life in. So when we have life that is breathed, that's breathed into our passions, we are reignited. Yeah. So shout out to inspiration. It's not something that we always notice. We don't always feel it. So when we do feel it, we need to take advantage of that inspiration and ride it. It's a perishable resource. We don't need to wait for it to be clear. We don't have to wait for the inspiration, but when it's there, we should definitely notice that it's there and take advantage of it. Noble Ancient says, I received a stack of tokens, some of which I used to fire water cannons near a water-based ride at SeaWorld yesterday. Got a whole stack of tokens. Okay. Well, I hope that you still have some left, and next time you can fire off some more cannons or do something else. So Mama J is still trying to get a better situation, and it takes time to recover from traumatic experiences. You experienced a lot of loss. It can leave you feeling lost. And I'm glad that you found some strength as well. Thanks for the organic replay like, Noble. I appreciate that. All right. Coach Shane, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Morning Journal session 302. So what have I received? All right, let's take a look at the next prompt. We're gonna have to go through a whole. I apologize in advance for the pauses in here, because a lot of times I will. Okay, got it. Here's a question. What has been your most generous act? What has been your most generous act? That is the next question. Let me reset the request box. So we can see what's going on here. Your most generous act. And I wonder, in general, do you consider yourself a generous person? And there are lots of ways to be generous. I think that sometimes we get caught up in what feels like a moment of obvious generosity, where you can see the immediate impact of what you've given. But sometimes the most generous thing that you can do to someone is to say no. Even if you're not giving them what they want now, what you might be giving them by saying no is a lot of their time back. Or it could be that saying yes now diminishes a bigger yes to come. So they are getting less from you by you giving in to what they want in the moment, or what they seem to need in the moment. Sometimes our generosity can be tied up in ego. So we want to be seen as doing something that is giving when we, in the back of our mind, know that we're causing more harm than good. But, we're in the emotion of the moment. So here you go. And at that point, is it for them or is it for you? I guess that's a question. But yeah, let's talk about it. Your most generous act. Emo Kid 68 says, I've given someone the clothes off my back and some food. I've given them the clothes off my back because they couldn't afford it. Hi, Lily. Welcome in. Thanks for joining us. Peace is Power is asking, how often do you journal? How often do you journal? Pretty much daily. Pretty much daily. Now, if you are asking about this stream, it's weekdays, and it's not an elaborate process. It's not like a long, drawn out thing. It's very simple. But yeah. All right, your most generous act. Emo Kid is giving the clothes off their back. Pieces Power says, staying almost an hour after work. Extra hour after work. To make sure it's all looking good before I leave. Leave it as you want to meet it. Leave it as you want to meet it. I hear you. Everybody throw some hearts in the chat. We got Miss Hippie over on YouTube hanging out with us. Good to see you, Miss Hippie. I hope that things are going well for you. Yeah, it's a good idea to be, leave things nice and tidy, right? Thanks so much for the likes. Appreciate them. Tim says, my generous act was letting somebody stay with me for free and picking them up from work at midnight. You getting the gas money or anything? They was working. They covered the gas or something? Oh, but that is cool. Giving someone a chance to get back on their feet. All right, Annabelle Michelle. My most generous act is helping my family with money and food. Tim says, I wanted her to become a better person, but she came out spoiled. I guess that's one of those things where the more generous thing to do would have been to get her to give you a little money for it, even if you didn't need it, just for the act of, for the principle. Even if you would have given it back at, once she was situated. I think just said, okay, here. Yeah, that's one of those things where sometimes we are the kindness and generosity that we might show is actually damaging the person that we're giving it to in some way or another. And of course, that's where you have to really be honest with yourself and think, do I see how this might be causing them harm when I do it? And am I doing it anyway just so that I could feel good? Am I unwilling to sit with the discomfort of requiring that of them? It's tricky, ain't it? So Miss Hippie says, generous act, consistently paying it forward in small kind acts in every day that ends in Y. Yeah, every day that ends in Y, paying it forward in small acts of kindness. Noble Ancient says, my most generous act has been being there for Alexis when they needed me the most and giving my heart to them and not be disappointed in choosing them. You had me into that last one. I don't know. Maybe say more about that last one. I'm not sure if I understand what you mean by that one. Enter a nickname has entered the chat. Thank you for being here. Miss Hippie, even though we have not seen her over here in a minute, says that life has been mad but extremely productive, so that's a good thing. Always nice to have you and see you. All right, generous acts. Babe says, I'd honestly like to be better at being generous, a lot more. I wish maybe I could be more generous. I think sometimes when we take a second to acknowledge what we have received, it sparks our desire to be generous, right? Enter a nickname. Thank you for the spoons. Appreciate that. All right, Emo Kids gotta go. Well, thank you so much for stopping through. I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. Babe says, I feel like I'm not doing enough. Well, I mean, it is kind of a slippery slope, so to speak. Like at some point, you are martyring yourself. But we tend to, if we're giving from a place of abundance, that's usually a pretty good idea. It's usually a pretty good idea. So let me go to the next prompt. That kind of leads me to the next prompt. All right, let's see. If you're trying to figure out, I feel like I could do more, it might be a good place to start is to kind of consider what you have more than enough of. So the next question, the prompt is, what do you have more than enough of? What do you have more than enough of? What are you hoarding? All right, babe. Thanks for joining us. What do you have more than enough of? I know one of the things that a lot of times we focus on the areas of lack, things we wish we had more of. I wonder, do you have more than enough time? Time is one of those funny ones because you can't change it. Like it is what it is. You can't get more time. You can just allocate it differently. Do you have more than enough money? Increasingly, fewer and fewer people are able to say that. But is there anything that you have more than enough of? And might that be a candidate for your generosity? Welcome back, Coach Shane. Thanks for joining us. Noble Ancient says, I have more than enough opportunities, chances to progress forward, and skills to build onto. Each of those allow me growth and gain in my talent and passion too. More than enough opportunities and chances to move forward. Yeah, the abundance of opportunities is something that can give you a lot of courage when you feel like you're hitting a dead end. There's more chances. So maybe I can just relax and do my best here. And if it doesn't go exactly the way I hoped it would, I got another chance. So don't be scared. Hello, Kay. Welcome in. Thanks for joining us. As you join us, let us know, what do you have more than enough of? What do you have more than enough of? Dot is here. Welcome in, Dot. It's been a minute. Hope things are going well with you. Hope that you are enjoying your summer. Emma, thanks for the likes. Appreciate that. Been working. Okay. Well, that's good. I mean, I hope that's good. I hope that, working is something that you wanted to do. Okay, thank you for the likes. Appreciate that. So yeah, I know I went through a period where I didn't necessarily have the level of energy that I wanted or that I feel like I required to do what I need to do. You make little changes and, you go through these periods where you're just kind of stressing yourself and it's draining you. And then at some point, hopefully, if you stick at it long enough, you'll turn the corner where it's like, okay, I can handle this. I can handle this. We adjust to the things that we can adjust to things and not have them beat us down completely. So it's good to have enough energy to do what you need. It's even better to have more than enough so that you can invest that extra energy in growth and creativity. Dot says, I love money. So I want to work. Noah says, awareness is starting to fade for me. I'm likely going to crash soon. That's cool. Do your thing. Do your thing. I know it's early in the morning for you. You have a unique schedule. So that's cool. All right. So let's take a second here. It was like I shot all those water cannons and now it's taking its toll. I hear you. Said it Purple Friday? Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, well, it's Friday. It's Friday. And there's some purple in the chat. For sure. All right, so let's take a look here. So we are going to get into this recap real quick. There's a couple bonus questions that if you want to use those to continue the conversation, if you want to answer one, or if you want to share a key takeaway from where we have come so far. Tim says, I have more than enough procrastination. So that means not quite enough time. Yeah. So let's take a look. We talked about generosity, what we received and what we have more than enough of. With those three questions kind of creates the sense of where the opportunities are to give. But understanding that generosity should be thoughtful. And, we do things, a lot of times we're generous not so much for the person that we're trying to help, but because of the way that we want to feel. And that's fine if the person is helped, but also be aware that sometimes it doesn't quite shape up the way that you would like. So if you've been here for a while, or been here for a few moments, give us a key takeaway to take out into our day. What's a key takeaway? Gabriel, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Here you are. You can see the prompts if you just came in. This is the first 3 prompts are the ones that we worked on today. There are a couple bonus prompts, bonus questions down there if you would like to answer some of them. Just as in way of announcements, tonight is Friday. Well, today is Friday, so tonight will be Writer's Room. And Writer's Room will begin at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 Central. So if you want to come in and enjoy some creative writing prompts, it's a little bit different than the morning stream. We have a panel of guests who will be reading, voice acting, your responses to the creative writing prompts. So it's a fun time. I invite you to come and hang out with us if that's your thing. Also, we'll be back on Sunday for those of you who are subscribers. We have a subscriber only stream on Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 Central. So that's another opportunity to come hang out with us if you are a subscriber. But typically we stream Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. We have 4 morning journals. We have Morning Journal official on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And we also check in on Tuesday and Thursday. Also keep an eye out for a few special streams that might be coming your way. I'll announce those as they come together. So I might be around a few more times during the month in the evening hours to bring some special content your way. So I'm excited about that and what the possibilities are there. Gabriel Cyanide Hatter, thank you so much for the likes. All right. Key takeaway. My golden key takeaway from this treasured episode has to be my trip with Alexis to SeaWorld, and that I'm still excited to finish and play tests coming up too. G's insights are always helpful too. All right. No, but I guess you was like, I got to put something in this box. So the insights are the takeaway. Yeah. Dot says, the key takeaway, take this away. Don't give up on things that matter. Don't give up on the things that matter. That's a great insight. Not everything matters. If it matters, you know. You said the whole thing is my takeaway. Well, here's the thing though, Noble. That the trip wasn't here. You didn't take that from here. You took that trip from SeaWorld. Well, maybe you are the excitement that you feel for the playtest, you know. Cyanide Hatter says, I don't know what this is about, but I'm definitely going to join more often. Thank you, dear sir. Keep up the good work. Yes, Cyanide Hatter. Yeah, maybe I don't think we've met before, but yeah, we do these morning journal streams. Kind of get together and do some reflection, show some gratitude. Mama J is going through a transformation, dyeing that hair. So being AFK with hair dye all on your hands. All right. January. Welcome in. D is here as well. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're kind of winding down the formal part of the stream. We might do a couple bonus prompts and hang out, but I want to, we are live on YouTube and Facebook and all that stuff. So I wanted to shout them out one last time before we go. Rebecca is here. Thanks for joining us, Rebecca. Thanks for the like, Noble. Really appreciate that. All right, folks, we'll see you if you're watching. We'll see you back here on Monday for session number 303. Y'all have a wonderful weekend over there. We're going to hang out in the VIP on Spoon for a while, but y'all be good.